This is a video where you can listen while getting some stuff done, so let's get into it. Well, hey guys, it's Nikki here and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do a tag. So I have created this tag, just really talking about if there was anything you would do differently from past to present with how you're collecting your dolls, how much you've maybe even paid for your dolls. Would you do it? So this tag is Twitch Your Nose tag. So if you remember on the TV series Bewitched, anytime she wanted something to change, she twinkled her nose. I used to like to call it twinkle her nose, but she twitched her nose. So yeah, and I'm just going to have pictures of August throughout the video. So guys, you can go around, walk around, do what you need to do. I love this picture. This is a credit from Jody Slater. Jody Slater is his artist. If you are new to the hobby and do not know, this is the Levi sculpt by Bunny Brown. He is newborn size, a very popular sculpt, and he's just beautiful to me. And so Jody really captured what I wanted from this doll. So guys, sit back, listen to my answers, and I hope you participate. I think it'll be a fun tag, and I hope you find fun with the tag. And hopefully it'll make you think for a little bit, would there be something I do differently? Or am I content in how things are going as of yet? You be the judge. Okay, guys, the first question, would you change a sculpt in your collection? No, I would not. I highly enjoy each and every sculpt that I have in my collection. If you don't know me, I only have 5 dolls. I have a 6th on the way this month. And each doll, each sculpt means something to me. I had to stop for a minute, guys. My other phone was ringing. But each doll means something to me. And when I first started in this hobby, I was all about the newborns. They look more realistic to me. Open eye sculpts did not interest me at that time. So I always wanted to start out. Back then, I wanted a newborn. So my first 2 dolls were smaller sculpts because of the love I have for the newborns. So I wouldn't change that, because the more I've been in this hobby, the more I've grown, the more I know. And it's exciting for other avenues to open up. When you have an open mind, there's more ways to enjoy the hobby, more ways to enjoy the sculpts, and more ways to enjoy the art. And so I've noticed that now I love open-eyed sculpts. I love painted hair. I love bigger babies, and I'm just enjoying the evolution. But the collection that I have now, I wouldn't change it. I love each and every doll for a purpose. I don't regret a sale or regret any doll that I have purchased per se. So I would not change anyone in my collection. So the second question, guys, would your dolly lineup still be the same? That's a good question. Now, I was just talking about my dolly lineup. Like, there's Nora, there's August. It goes in that order. And then my dolls sort of then there was Cairo, which is way smaller. He was a giveaway, but a much appreciated giveaway, because I didn't know how much I would love a preemie baby until he came along. So I have no qualms about having a preemie doll in my collection if that was something to think about. But now, guys, I'm really currently on the search for a toddler sculpt. I've noticed that I really do love the bigger collection dolls. And I would sort of think, would I have introduced a toddler in my collection before another smaller baby? So yeah, maybe my lineup would have changed. So number 3, would you do more research before your first purchase? Of course, I don't think you can do enough research. I think you should just open your mind to learn as much as you can, and to take the time and also enjoy researching, because if you enjoy to learn more about the hobby, you will let that information sit and settle in, and you will use that information toward your purchase. I feel like when you just jump out there, you're going to, not 9 times out of 10, but if you don't, this is the hard part. If you don't have anybody in the hobby that you can talk to, you're new, you're not knowing the hobby, or just even the really basics, 9 times out of 10, you may get a purchase that you was not expecting. You may have thought that you was getting something else when you got the cheaper version of it. So the next question, would you spend more or less? I would spend about the same. I feel like I pay for the realism, and that's okay with me, but I do have a cap. I do have a cap with what I will spend, and I will not go over that. Now, granted, my cap to me is a nice size, which may be too much for one person or maybe too little for one person, but I would not let myself go over a cap. And so I never thought that I would be getting a full body silicone this year. But when that came to the table, if you know, I talk about that. My friend Penny and I from Lighthearted Life and Collectibles are getting a full body silicone. She came to me about this great sculpt. The price was right and was right on time, and I felt like I had to jump on it. So I would spend what I have. Okay, what would your present self say to your beginner self? Enjoy the ride. Take your time. Be a little bit more patient. I don't think you can have enough patience in this hobby, because this is almost like a game of chess. Every move counts, because this hobby is not a cheap hobby. This hobby is not a bunch of things that you can buy up in 1 week and set them up, and if you don't like them, give them away. When you purchase a doll and you invest in that doll, you are spending some money, whether it's $75, $100, $150, $200, whatever the case may be. You are spending quite a bit of money. And when you first learn this hobby, you think the money is astronomical until you start learning more about the art. So this question is, have you regretted selling or taking a doll out of your collection? Okay, this one does not apply to me, guys, because I've never sold a doll or taken one out of my collection. I am the type of collector that has each and every doll holds a purpose. I interact a lot with my dolls. I say I'm more of a reborn mommy than a collector. So each doll I have a special bond with, and I can't see myself selling them. Would I ever sell a doll? I can't tell you that I would not, because I never know what may arise in the future. But I know if there's a doll that I really want, selling one of my other dolls to get that doll is not an option, because I've already bonded with my doll, and I just can't see getting rid of that doll to get a new one. So if I can't afford to get a doll, it just will not get bought. So yeah, that's how I feel about that question. So this question, if you could twitch your nose and start over, would you? If I could twitch my nose right now and have a clean slate, just starting with no dolls, and knowing what I know now, having the information in my head that I know now, versus when I first started and didn't have a clue, would I start over? No. Like I said in the previous question, I have enjoyed the ride. I am thankful for the people who've came into my life because of this hobby. I'm thankful for the dolls that I have in my collection because of the hobby. The business transactions I made, the customer service that I've made. I wouldn't trade it for anything, guys. So the moral to it is just, take your time, enjoy the ride, and love the journey that you're on. You know, some of our regrets could have been avoided if we just anticipated there could be something wrong, or just have the patience to wait. But we see these dolls, we see these pictures, they're so cute, and you know, our natural response is I want one. And we get very, very invested. So making a wrong decision hurts really bad, not just financially, but also emotionally, because we have invested in this doll and we just want to love the dolls that we collect. But I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't twitch my nose. I enjoy what I have so much, guys. So I would love to see your answers to this tag. I hope you participate. I would love to know what your thoughts are on these questions, and just sit back and enjoy listening to your own story, basically. So guys, this is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.